Be taking a look at stock ticker symbol DRYS. This one has had a long period of bleeding. Many of you guys know that. A lot of people call this one of the riskiest stocks that they've seen in 5 years. I've seen that said multiple times, especially all the way up until that split from the 30th. Things started leveling out a little bit, especially on the 27th to the 30th, right in that gap area. You guys had this thing starting to level out some. So I would like to briefly go over this one and talk about it. On the 21st, when we took a look at it, I said $1.01. This is before the split, on hold until after the split. I'm circling back around on this now. Yesterday, you guys seen the 10-day simple moving average getting tapped right here. Today, you guys gapped up a little bit and now are sitting on that 10-day simple moving average. If you guys are going to be wanting to watch and wait for this one to start making that reversal, honestly, you guys, it's going to be really key point for this to hold where you're at now. You're going to need the 10-day simple moving average to hold. I can actually bring this up a little bit. I don't want to get too high on there. There we go. You guys are going to want to watch for this $4.87 mark to hold. The 10-day simple moving average is at 475 for there. So you can, like I said, move this up and down to where you need it to get it on there. But either way, I'm going to feel comfortable with that. The 10-day simple moving average, according to the chart, is currently at $4.75. You're going to watch for this thing to hold where you're at right now. $5.01. I don't want to see it getting too much lower than $4.71. 75 is going to be the 10-day bouncing off of there. So that has to hold. That 10-day simple moving average, if it holds, you guys could start making your way back up. This stock has, it's been, shifted around quite a bit. Watch for a move back up to 1170 if this continues to hold. The 10-day simple moving average holds, you guys could start making your way back up there. I do want to give a quick shout out over here. If you go to investorshangout.com, go up to the top right-hand corner, type in dip, and then click on the NASDAQ dip and rip board. I did see this reversal called on this board. I could get the actual post for you, but I somebody was talking about it. I'm not sure if it was Fitz or Sheepwolf, but I believe it was Fitz. Watch for it. And it started turning around on the 30th. They were talking about it, and it did indeed start turning around. So shout out to the NASDAQ dip and rip board. Anybody that follows big board stocks, this is going to be the place for you to find these. They've called some amazing calls on here for big boards. Definitely go over there and check that out. Right now, you guys are starting to get stronger with DRYS. So keep an eye out on that. Joe, was there anything recent?
Yeah, there was some their Form 6Ks, and what that is, it's a report of foreign issuer rules 13A-16 and 15D-16 of Securities Exchange Act. So I looked up the one from 1/30/2017. There's a few different ones though. I mean, if you pull up on the thing, you'll see them all. But the one that caught my eye right here within this 6K. I mean, there's a lot of different things, but the information contained in this Form 6K report, and then it basically states, like, as previously disclosed, DryShips Incorporated entered in a common stock purchase agreement, but it goes on and on and on about that. But when I went down to here, like the third paragraph down, it says between the date of purchase agreement, December 23rd, 2016, and January 30th, 2017, the company has sold in aggregate 31,769,940 shares to the investor at an average price of approximately $6.30 per share. The aggregate gross purchase price of these shares was $200 million. As a result, as of January 31st, the company will have completed the sale to the investor of the full aggregate limit as defined in the purchase agreement provided for under the purchase agreement, which will automatically terminate in accordance with its terms. The company's estimated aggregate net proceeds from the sale of these shares is approximately $198 million. After reducing estimate aggregate offering expenses following the settlement for all of such shares sold as the date thereof, will have a total of 36,256,870 shares of common stock outstanding. As of the date thereof, up to 0 million of the shares remaining that the company may sell pursuant to the purchase agreement. So that they basically have 0 million of shares remaining that the company may sell pursuant to the purchase agreement. All right, so that, something to look for. There's a lot of different things on this company though. I mean, DryShips, I mean, when we were going over it a few times, they basically had these purchase sales agreement with, buying these large ships, remember? For
Yep.
like large amounts of money. But I mean, what's attached to these ships that they buy is the, actual contracts with, say
Right.
like I'm just pulling names out, but like say like an Exxon Mobil or all these other companies that are like, shipping all these fuels and whatnot. So these ships, it's almost like if you really got like dug into it, you can get a really good idea of like their financials like big time. Because I mean that each ship they have, and then a lot of it's like accounted for years and years of what they should be making, and like everything else. I mean, granted, with any company you have unexpected expenses and stuff, but for the most part, this one's pretty much easy to figure out, I guess you could say.
Right. Okay. So again, that is going to be DRYS, NASDAQ Dip and Rip Board. Me personally, I couldn't even call when I thought this one was going to start turning around. And when I seen it over here, hats off to them. Hats off to them because I seen that the other day. I was like, whoa, really? And then I checked it. Yeah, it's starting to turn around. Really comes down to again, what I said, $5.13. Watch for 10-day simple moving average. Hold. If it holds, could bounce off to 20-day simple. If holds, could bounce. Um, if not, 20-day simple moving or 2 to 20-day simple moving average, I'm sorry, at $11.86 area depends on buying pressure. Always comes down to that buying pressure. If you guys follow this one, you can always head over to investorshangout.com and check out the time and sales if you'd like to take a look at that too. Again, investorshangout.com/live. Check out the live stream. Join in if there's any other big board stocks you'd like us to take a look at. Feel free to let us know.